Hey Yuri, so how's the research going?
It's going good. I just had a couple websites up and the three books I found in the library. Um,
What
Most of
disease are you
them.
doing?
I chose Alzheimer's disease.
Ooh,
Yeah, I chose that one because when I during one of the last visits I gave or I took to see my grandmother, she has a mild case of Alzheimer's disease and she doesn't remember me, and like it really made me sad. So
so
I just thought it'd be good to what is it, what how come my grandmother has it, what is something I can do to help with her. So yeah, so what it is, it's well, basic knowledge I had before is that, you lose memory and if it's not, I guess to me I just felt like Alzheimer's disease is caused when like you're not around people, you're always by yourself, and
yeah,
like it just causes more psychological problems.
just like
But
when you get old.
yeah, when you just get old. So when I took some research, my sister referred to me to a website called Up to Date, and it's for like those who are in the medical field. She is subscribed to it, so it's like on a higher level. Um, I found out, there really is no known cure other than, you know, you get it at an old age, primarily from the ages 65 and over. Um, there are treatments, but even if you are treated, there aren't many cases where Alzheimer's will go away, so it'll just inevitably increase slowly and progress.
So it never just
Yeah, it
stops.
never just stops. It like there's okay. So I found that there's four drugs that are approved to, but the only purpose of them is to just break down the acetylcholine,
It's the acetylcholine.
acetylcholine. Yeah.
And so what do the drugs do? That's what they do. They break down the acetylcholine
Uh huh. Well,
to
they prevent the breakdown.
oh, they prevent the
Yeah, they
breakdown.
prevent the breakdown
Well,
or the
what
break.
why is that important?
It's important because um, if you are diagnosed with it, your brain will slowly shrink and um, oh, excuse me, and it'll basically deteriorate. Your brain will slowly decrease in size. It will thin out all the tangles in your brain, and it will just break down things that you need, to remember people, to remember things, to know what you're doing, kind of like,
Like language
yeah,
and all
just
that.
basic information that we do to live everyday life.
Sure.
So, yeah, those four drugs are Aricept, Cognex, Exelon, Razidine. At least that's what I think they're pronounced.
Sure. That's what you got from uptodate.com.
Yeah. Um, Actually, I got that from another website. What I got from UpToDate.com was that there's just no cure. The only thing we can do is to really, I guess, support them and
Sure.
give, stay by their side. UpToDate gave me. Oh no, sorry. The other website is. Let me see. Let me pull it up real quick. It's www.ahaf.org, and it's American Health Assistance Foundation. That's what it stands for.
Uh-huh.
And it's very like breaks it down for you really simply. It's primarily for like families that have members that are diagnosed with Alzheimer's disease.
Sure.
Just
Uh-huh.
very basic information, and they provided charts so that they visuals to like understand normal brains, brains. Let's see. I found that. Oh, so that's where I found the four drugs from.
Oh, sure.
They gave like potential treatments, and those were under that category. Other ways of like, I guess, slowly helping them get their brain activity going are to, give them tests of like, oh, remember these three objects, blah, 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 and then after a while test them again. What were those?
Mhm.
To just recall what they are forgetting, I suppose.
Sure.
Other things I found, public's misconception, people just think, like thought as well before I started researching is that it only occurs to adults, elder adults, 60 and above, but
Yeah.
it can happen, you know, like as early as 40s to 50s.
Wow.
In those decades.
That's so young.
That is really young, and it's very, it's kind of scary, because I also found out after I read that, in this book, similar to the website, is very simple, breaks it down, you understand it, and it told me some of the statistics, and so back to if you can get it as early on as 40s to 50s, one out of every 10 people can develop Alzheimer's disease.
1 out of 10?
Yeah, 1 out of 10.
That's insane.
I know, that is crazy. And I got really scared because I also found that since my grandmother has it, I found that there's 5% of Alzheimer's disease patients inherit it. So I have some percentage. You know, we should save this video.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah, and after they're diagnosed, the life expectancy is from like 3 to 8 years. Isn't that long?
Yeah, no.
Kind of sad.
That's really sad.
Yeah, and this also told me, this book, awesome book, told me each year new cases, so of Alzheimer's disease, or AD, is about 360,000 patients.
Wow.
I know.
Gosh. What a staggering number.
I know. No, not cool.
No.
You know, that's the unfortunate reality. Anyway, what's even worse is that every year the deaths come out to be 100,000.
Wow.
So
That's insane.
I mean, it's just so sad, you know. Like,
Yeah.
thinking, especially in my grandmother's case, she doesn't even remember me, but at least she's happy about it. Anyways, we'll talk about that later, I suppose. Let's see. Age and gender. It occurs more in women than in men. Again. Why are we always suffering?
We have to deal with everything.
I know, everything. We just have it worse than men. Come on. Okay. Yeah. And public's conception is the same as, I'm pretty sure, everyone else. Like, we just assume it's like elders.
Yeah, we just assume like
above.
really old people and
Yeah.
they're just crazy now. And so, did you get your poster board done?
Oh yeah, I got my poster board done.
Oh yeah.
Basically, I just thought it'd be fun for a visual.
Sure.
You know, I had the title. AD is what people mostly refer to it as. A graph showing a normal brain and a disease brain. So what it is,
let's
the normal
see.
one. Right here.
Oh, that one.
Yeah, it's just like fuller and like, you know, if you look here, there's like crevices in between.
Yeah,
You know, there's
yeah.
spaces, so it's like shrinking the tangles of the brain, and you'll see like these memory spots. You know, look how like much room it's lost.
Yeah.
You know, and so
You can-
that's
You can see like the space in the ventricles. It's
Yeah.
insane.
and like look how big. You know,
Yeah.
that's like 3 times its size.
Yeah,
you know.
totally.
So yeah, I got that from ahaf.org. You know, it's very useful, that website.
Sure.
And
So what about this other one?
this other one. Okay, so it shows you like the nerve cells, which is a neuron. You know, it's healthy, it's working, and underneath is like a diseased neuron. You know, like if you see like
Falling
there,
apart.
yeah, it's just disintegrating. Everything is just torn apart, shrinking. You know, everything is attacked and ripped. So yeah, it just shows you healthy brain. So there's 2 cases, mild or severe, and I think that's what my grandma has. You know, it's slowly shrinking, but it's not as severe, you know, like it's just the size, you know.
Right, yeah.
Yeah. Other than that, so I guess what scientists are doing now, like they really, since there is no known cure, the only way to really find out is if you get a CAT scan or just some kind of X-ray to see the size of your brain, if anything's deteriorating.
See if there's any holes.
Yeah, so like the only hope, you know, we have is to really rely on those organizations such as Alzheimer's Association, National Institute of Aging, and it goes on to really just try and find a cure, try and find what else we can figure out about it. Let's see. I've talked about treatments. You can prevent it. You can't really, other than the treatments. Public misconception, the history background, the the age and gender, statistics, the future. Oh, fun fact. Okay.
Ooh, fun facts.
So, I mean, it's not that fun. I just thought it was kind of cute.
Sure.
The hippocampus, which is actually near to where the part of your brain that is in charge of memory. And they just named. Oh, I mean, just reading that name, it like striked up like, oh, that's an odd name. I thought it was cute, and they named it because it looks the shape. Sorry, is similar to a seahorse or mythical seahorse.
Oh, funny.
Just, okay. Yeah, I think that's it. I mean, other than the 10 facts, I think.
Yeah, I think it sounds pretty solid.
Yeah, I
It looks
think
like
she'll
you're
like
doing
it.
pretty good. I think so too.
Maybe. Let's hope so.
Let's hope so.
Yeah.
Okay.